thing I do love about this car.
What's that?
The fact of when you can change mode while you're driving.
Yeah.
And you know the other thing I find quite interesting? Literally, change it like that into mud rush, straight away you feel the throttle change. And you hear it.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It's like it instantly sounds like, you know. Thank you. I'm pretty sure that was unmarshalled earlier on, but I might be wrong. I've got to do all the in and outs, haven't I? I missed the end one when I came round earlier, just because of how bad it was yesterday. I kind
Are you
of
missing the first one?
No, that was absolutely fine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Believe it or not. By the way, if Michael crashes into us, it'd be quite funny.
Yeah.
Oh, he did a practice start in the mud run.
Love it.
And he literally, I was like, practice start! And I think he said the same. It was so funny. I was like, yes! I think Paul was in the car as well, but that's the joy of like creeping through slowly in a manual. And,
Yeah.
Oh, baby swans! Do you see them?
Baby,
Cygnets.
Cygnets, that's all.
Baby swans?
Yeah.
It's like baby sheeps. Animal spotting whilst driving.
You are.
Michael's like, why are you going so slow? It's like, cygnets.
Why so slow?
Baby swans. But yeah, look how dry it is compared to yesterday.
Feels weird. This is my first lap
yeah,
of the
you haven't
course
done a
all
lap yet,
weekend.
have you?
No.
Good point.
This is all new to me.
Oh, I've just realised the next water thing, there's a lot of water in it. That's where our squeak came from.
Oh. It's stuff like that I'm worried about the camera.
Yeah. It's okay, Michael's close enough, he won't be able to see. But yeah, this is where our squeak came from.
Playing this one.
Yeah, honestly it was. I have a feeling I had the camera on at the time, so you'll hear it. One thing I'm quite happy of this year, I think no, I'm not going to say it until I've done all of these. I don't want to tempt it.
I was going to say.
This is the one that's floor out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Floor out, that sounds good.
Just to get, there's a mound on
Yeah.
your side that the rear tyres are being hooked up on.
Oh. It's funny because it's weed. It's floor it, but it's not too much kind of thing, isn't it? It's funny because that happened yesterday when I did that, and I kind of thought, am I about to go into the tree now? Made it through, but you know.
Yes.
I don't know how that CB nearly got pulled off. How was your first lap so far?
Good. Lumpy.
I don't think it's as lumpy as last year, but I don't know if it's because it's wet. Easy. Oh, I've learned. You know the little bridge to get round the gully?
Yeah.
You need to know where the front end of the car is. But it's funny because obviously you don't want the parking sensors on because they're going to be useless. But you need to know where the front end of the car is because otherwise you're not going to make it round.
I thought we were going straight then.
So did I. Oh, no, that's what I was going to say. I've got much. I can say it now to around the thing. I've got much better of, you know how I had a horrible habit of keeping on the clutch partly, going through things?
Yeah.
I've got a much better habit, thankfully, touch wood, of coming off the clutch completely and just, you know, doing what I need to do. Like, almost slowly, rather than just bang everything, you know. Not literally, you know what I mean.
I find it quite weird right now. Because I've always had something in my hand.
Camera.
And it's like I've always had something or I've been doing something.
Hold your coffee.
Yeah.
You can pretend it's like a camera. Maybe drink it while we go over these humps.
But I just feel like I've been like doing stuff that
something.
I'm just saying. I'm like, I'm
going to take the next hard line.
if that's the logs, then yeah, we'll miss them too.
I've never done them. I just don't see the point.
I think Scott did, and I think that's where he's done some damage, or someone
I think
did.
it was the sheep did.
Yeah, he done the damage there, but someone has told me that he had a go on it.
What the?
Yeah.
I just don't see the point. To me, that looks more faff to get to than anything. By the way, this is quite bumpy. Remember?
Yeah. It's like I got a layer of plastic to get off.
That's fine. That's your mission. Should you choose
Exactly.
to accept. But yeah, it's funny, that squeak that we had earlier on, I was coming all along here and I could hear it and I was like, well, there's nowhere I can stop to check, and equally it just sounded like something in the brake.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, it doesn't sound like I've broken something and it's catching, you know.
Yeah.
This was quite sketchy yesterday because it was quite slippy and the car wasn't gripping particularly well. There's a couple of trees up here that are quite tight, and I kind of thought to myself, if it slips, I'm probably just going to slip into a tree, you know. It does feel a lot better today, just for the fact of it's wet, but it's not.
It's claggy, so it's a bit of grip there, but it's wet enough to get a bit of slide.
Very much so. It's fun wet rather than just, I feel like I'm just going to spoon it into a tree every 2 seconds wet.
I was going to say it was like that bit just back there,
Yeah.
but the front was starting straight, but there was enough grip to drag it round.
Exactly.
Good.
It was like yesterday, I was actually getting concerned that our Haldex was just giving up. These trees were the ones I was on about because it's so bouncy.
Yeah.
But I was actually starting to think, wait, is our Haldex just not working?
Yeah.
Because it just felt like it felt like it's really hard to talk. It felt like I was just taking the Clio round, you know?
Yeah. You did well talking through that.
I did, didn't I? That's a skill. Am I ruining the video, by the way?
Hey.
I got stuck on here, didn't I?
Yeah.
Not this time. Wait.
Do you want me to check cameras or?
Oh, he stopped in the bottom.
Yeah, he does, and then he drives out.
I
He's
like
got a real knack.
I like the momentum. Yeah. I was going to say, you could check them if you want before we go through the watery bit.
Well, it's just that was one of the places. I can just ask Michael if you want, because the front one we were going to see. Just checking, Michael, that our rear camera's still on.
Correct, still there.
Thank you very much. Because I
It's
think the
funny
front
'cause-
one would have bounced and
Yeah,
gone
I
forward.
think so. I think he'd have said if it's suddenly taken a tumble. I'd like to think so anyway. This
In
is
this one, the bowling goal forward later.
Go again, Michael.
Not reverse through this one yet.
no.
No, but I did get Warren going backwards through it.
I've got it 3 times so far.
I don't like the idea of having to keep
Are
enough.
we missing the bum hole?
Yeah, well, he'll see where we're going, won't he?
Okay, I was just going to tell him.
Well, he said about missing that anyway. Earlier. It was funny because what was funny? I know. I went to go through the water thing earlier on, and Tom put his hand up to stop me, and I was like, all right, sort of thing. And he turned around and said, yeah, you've got to go through backwards. And I was like,
Yeah.
And the worst thing is, you know, when somebody says something to you, and you're like, And it actually made me think about it. He was like, no, I'm joking, honestly, don't. It was like, you need to keep enough power on to obviously stop the water out your exhaust. I was thinking, yeah, that's what I was just kind of thinking, like, how...
Do you want me this close through the lake? I'm happy.
I'd say keep a little bit of a distance.
Alana says if you can drop back just a little bit, that would be good. Thank you.
I won't go too far, but yeah, I'll try and judge you.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Alright, mate.
I was going to say, I've not done this
No,
entrance.
you haven't. By the way, see what I mean about the
I
trees?
see.
It's like the easy route kind of goes loosely through them.
Yeah.
My window's up. I had my window down coming through here this morning. That tree's quite wet.
Nice.
Oh, it's very choppy, isn't
Isn't it?
Look, it's so much better.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very deep now, isn't it?
Makes you wonder if they'll keep that now.
Have to.
Camera.
You can't not do it, you know. This is very choppy.
I'll be interested what the angles are on the camera.
Yeah, you can check what we're still. Oh no, he's got a drone. How cool is that? That's so cool. I love that. That's so cool. That's pretty cool, that is, isn't it? I love that. They're the ones with the that really nice blue car.
Yeah.
Do you want to check the angle?
Nah, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah, we'll just run with it. I'll get what I get. I'll use either Michael's angle or ours.
One of them will be fine, right?
I hope so. I take it we're not doing mud run.
No. I said to a couple of people, if it wasn't for the the thing is, people are getting through it slowly, so
Yeah.
I think that would be fine, but I'm still not going to risk it.
At least you have got a genuine excuse.
Yeah.
You can't just say, I'm just not doing it.
I just don't like that. Somebody else had the same problem. Oh, that guy with the red car. That you were there, weren't you?
Bird in front of you is broken.
Something in front of us is broken. What was
Oh,
broken?
the bird.
The bird?
The bird has been dragging its wings for the last couple of days.
Oh, bless it.
Ah, yeah, we just see. Yeah, we see.
Oh, poor thing. Aww. I think Tom might be going.
So we're going to do this individually.
Alright, we could do this individually.
Not doing the mud run.
That'd be a no, just due to air filter reasons.
Roger that. Do you want me to do it?
Nah, you can skip that if you want as well.
Taken over.
Nah, you can skip that.
They're quiet then.
I've missed again, the dogs are barking.
Nah, I just said skip the mud run.
Roger that.
I've lost him. I love that. You could hear him, couldn't you? Bless him.
By the way, you ready to do a lap looking for a GoPro 11?
Are you ready to do a swim?
Yeah.
The worst thing is, if it fell in the water, it's gone, isn't it?
Very much.
That deep water, anyway. There's there'd be no way you'd
We'll ask
get that.
drone person.
Yeah, there'd be no way you'd be getting that back. I think these are the bits that could be a bit sketchy because some of the trees with the camera. But
It's definitely grown up a lot
Yeah.
because when I watched the old footage, there was only like 2 places where it could have caught.
yeah. Right. This is probably the roughest bit. Of
Yeah.
course, I think. Oh, earlier on, you know this first hill round this corner.
Mhm.
I don't know why I went bang into it. I've got absolutely no idea why I did it. I just decided to just not go too slow. It was like bang. I don't know if it was one of them. You know, like that track day where I forgot to brake.
Yeah.
It was a bit like that. It was fine, but you know.
It could have been finer.
Yeah, it could have been finer. Oh, it might have been that rock actually, I wonder. I don't know.
Are you dislodging things?
Just didn't sound very pretty, whatever it was. It was like that. I kind of went a bit into it, you know.
Yeah.
Somehow, when you're going around with somebody else, the lap doesn't feel as long.
No. We all don't like low things.
Not too bad. Haven't seen anything drop off.
If them angles are still the same, I'm gonna be
I
slow.
know, me too. This tilty bit could look quite cool on the camera if they were still at the right angle.
They're on horizon.
Horizon. But that's the bit I'm on about because it's like I feel like I've got a better, little bit of a better pace, like a slower pace going up.
I was going to say, you've definitely nailed this because
But
this
then-
is so much better.
But then equally, which is weird considering I've not really driven round, but maybe that's why. But equally, I think just remembering to come off the clutch coming down them because I had the worst habit of putting the clutch in and keeping it in. But it's like that, not even touching the clutch. Obviously, it means I'm going down a bit quicker. But
Are we going back to the campsite after this?
we'll go to the
Take the flatter line through this section.
Flat
right
line.
line.
If you go up high and wide, you go tiltier. I've just told Alana to go up high because I saw you do it earlier and you get more of a tilt on.
Like that.
Doing that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Literally, if you go wide to this bank, it's much more
Oh
tiltier.
wow, I didn't realise that.
Whereas if you go narrow, it's a lot flatter.
I think it's because yesterday it was just slippy,
Yeah.
so you just kind of, you naturally went down.
But yeah, we're going campsite so we can de-rig.
We'll go to the toilet block, but
Okay, just so I can tell Michael.
the thing.
Michael will head to the toilet kind of area to de-rig.
Roger that.
Who's Roger, by the way? I still don't know.
Maybe we should ask Michael to explain who Roger is.
Nobody knows who Roger
No,
is, though.
but
Roger is
the Chuck Norris.
I was just thinking Roger is just the great unknown.
Look at that, just in time to finish my cold
Oh,
coffee.
that's convenient, isn't it? I might have a bit of a salt and pepper break. I could do with a wee, I must admit. I feel like 2 cups of tea this morning weren't the one. Let's go for some terrain doofers off.